So you want to make a ball bounce animation in Blender, huh? Well, you have come to the right place. I'm Amit. Today we are diving into one of the coolest and easiest animation to get started with the classical bouncing ball. Let's get started. We have this scene here. Let's delete all by pressing A and then X and delete. Okay. Let's import a UV sphere, and now I will be just shade smooth and go to the shading workspace, create a new material, and here create a checker texture and plug it to the base color. And now here I will increase the scale, I will decrease the scale like this. Alright. Okay, I think we can change the color just like this. Okay, so press 1 for the side view and go to the materials preview mode, expand the animation editor, and now just we are not adding any bones here, so we are going to animate this ball without any bones. Okay, so in bouncing ball animation, all we have to do is just keep in mind the timing and spacing, and we have to add some squash and stretch to make the animation believable. Okay, so I'm going to add a constraint. It is called the limit volume. Where it is, go to the here in the object constraint, and we'll be adding a constraint called maintain volume. Yeah, so it maintains the volume. And if I stretch it, if I stretch it, it will be maintaining the volume. So we do not need to adjust the other axis. So it is very helpful when you are animating without any bones. Okay, this is only constraint I am adding to this bone. Now go to the now I'll be picking this move tool and press I, and in the location you can create a location rotation scale or press N. Here I only animate in the Z axis, so I do not need to apply any keyframe to this axis. Okay, select the Z location and right click, and here insert single keyframe. Okay, and in the scale I'll be adding a keyframe for all the axes. Okay, X, Y, and Z channel. Next I'll be copying this with right click and copy this, or you can copy this keyframe with Ctrl C, and I'll go to this go to the 25 frame and Ctrl V to paste it. Okay, now go to the 13 frame and move it up here and add a keyframe here and also here. Alright, now this is the animation we have right now, and we have some we have to play with the timing. So for that, let's go to the 20 frame 2 frame 3 and copy this first keyframe with Ctrl C, copy and paste it here with at frame 3. Okay, now I'll squash it, replace the single keyframe here, and enable the auto key option. If you enable it, it will make a keyframe for all the channels, so I don't need this right now. I'll be scaling it in the x-axis, so now I'll be taking this scale and we'll scale it in the x-axis. Okay, now I'll add a keyframe here. Now if I scroll, you can see the animation, and now I'll go to this frame number 7, and now I'll stretch it in the Z axis. Okay, I'll be copying the first keyframe and Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and I'll pull it here and I'll just scale it in the Z-axis just like this. Alright, now let's add a keyframe. Here you can see this is the animation we have right now, and here it will give some time for hold in this position. So I'll be copying this with Ctrl C and paste it in the frame 15. Okay, paste it here with Ctrl V. Now I just move it up very little. Okay, so it do not seem it is getting stagnant in these positions. Next, I'll be just copying this keyframe with Ctrl C, and I'll paste this keyframe at this position with at 20 frame. Okay, with Ctrl V. And now now what I'm going to do, I am copying this keyframe at the last keyframe with Ctrl C, and we'll paste it here with Ctrl V. Okay, now I'll add a keyframe here, and I will just scale it just like this. Alright, and right click and choose the replace keyframe. Alright, now you see, now if I play, we have the pretty bouncing ball animation. Now let's switch back to the graph editor to refine the graphs to make the animation much smoother. Choose the G location and just shift H and hide all the channel and press period key for zoom in, and now we have this. Now you can see the graphs. It is the graphs for the G channel. We have to move the start and end point and make it linear. Select the 2 keyframe and make the handle free so we can move it freely. Pull it up to make the handle linear. Alright, now it will be looking much better now. If I now switch to the timeline, and now if I play, you will see we have a very good animation, right? We have this animation, and now we can loop this animation. Okay, so this is the bouncing ball animation we have right now. Now to make it loop continue, just switch back to the graph editor and go to the modifiers tab, and here in the modifier we'll be adding a cyclic modifier, and in the count I'll increase it to like 5. Here you can see we had the 5 times looping. Okay, you can control the looping time according to your need. Go to the timeline again, and you can control how many times you want to loop this animation. So it is right now 5 times, so if I increase it to like 10, let's see. Yeah, we have this animation. Okay, and it is looping. So this is the bouncing ball animation we have right now. It is looking pretty good, and we did not added any rotation to this ball, but it is looking much believable. So now you got an idea how to create a bouncing ball animation in Blender. I'll see you in the next tutorial.